The medical examiner's office does about 3,000 autopsies a year. About a third of those, or about 1,000 individuals, died from either suicide or a drug overdose. And oftentimes, unfortunately, those two causes of death, sometimes referred to as deaths of despair, really are very connected. And as I went into the room where a number of these bodies were waiting to be having an autopsy done or be transported, I just looked at that room and I thought, a third of these bodies really are needless deaths that could be prevented. I've listened to a lot of experts, and I'm going to share some of the advice that I've heard. They talk about locking, at a bare minimum, 3 cabinets in your home: the medicine cabinet, the liquor cabinet, and the gun cabinet, or the gun safe. And as I've reviewed youth and adult fatality numbers, so many of the needless deaths are because people who shouldn't have had access to one of those 3 cabinets, or all 3 of them, did. Keeping those things locked or not in the home, depending on the risk level, is some of the most sound advice that I can give to parents. And so there's no reason that we need to have any barriers between us on this issue. It should all be about bridge building and how do we save our loved ones, our neighbors, people we don't know, people of different faiths, people of different parties. This is nonpartisan. I'm looking forward to attending the Opioid Solutions Summit this fall, and it's being sponsored by the Wahlberg Youth Foundation, and there is something for everybody. Sometimes, maybe adults will say, I shouldn't bring my kids to this. Well, there is going to be a component of the summit that is focused on youth. And at the end of the day, if we can help stave off addiction in the teenage years, that solves the issue of having to try to fix it when they're adults.